Hello everyone, this is Joshua Cook back here on my YouTube channel, and this is going to be a different kind of video. I'm going to be sharing with you a read-along book and record. You'll see the story and hear the record playing in the background. This is the Disneyland record and book of the Voyage of Sinbad the Sailor. So I will be showing you the book while the record is playing. So like I said, this is the first one that I've done here on my YouTube channel. I do have a bunch more, which I might do a collection video at some point. But for right now, I hope you enjoy this. Here's The Voyages of Sinbad the Sailor.
This is a Disneyland original little long-playing record, and I am your story reader. I am going to begin now to read the story of Sinbad the Sailor. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it is time to turn the page when Tinker Bell rings her little bell like this. Let's begin now. The story of Sinbad the Sailor goes back hundreds of years to the ancient kingdom of Persia. Sinbad made many voyages. He had so much trouble on some of them that he sometimes thought he would give up sailing. In the beginning, Sinbad inherited a large sum of money from his father. For a time, he lived like a king. Much of the wealth was quickly spent. He decided to use what was left on a trading voyage to the Indies, and he went into business with some merchants. One fine day they all set sail. For a time all went well. Then, without any warning, the winds failed. There was nothing to do but wait until they rose again. In the meantime, Sinbad and the merchants were becalmed beside a small island. They decided to go ashore and explore it. They had no sooner set foot on the island when it began to shake. It was like an earthquake. For Sinbad and his friends weren't on an island at all. They were on the back of a huge sea monster. The monster suddenly decided to dive to the bottom of the sea. Sinbad managed to grab hold of a piece of driftwood and remain afloat, but the captain of the ship, seeing what had happened, grew frightened and sailed away. There was Sinbad, bobbing about like a cork on the surface of the water. After a day and a night adrift, he was losing all hope, when a large wave appeared and carried him to the shores of another island, a real one this time. Some men who were taking care of the Maharaja's horses found Sinbad and rescued him. After a while, the ship he had been on came into port. Sinbad got his cargo back, sold it at a profit, and returned home to Baghdad. You would think that by this time, Sinbad would have had enough sailing. Instead, he was soon off on another voyage. This time, the ship dropped anchor at a beautiful island, covered with fruit trees. Sinbad went ashore to eat lunch and take a nap. He slept too long. The ship went off without him. When he awoke, Sinbad climbed a tree to see where he was. In the distance, he saw something round and white, like a dome with no doors or windows. He went closer. Suddenly the sky darkened. A monstrous bird, called a roc, was flying toward him. The big white object was its egg. Here was Sinbad's chance to escape from the island. When the bird landed, he tied himself to one of its legs. The next morning, the roc took off, carrying Sinbad way up high into the air. He was frightened. He hung on for dear life. He closed his eyes. When Sinbad opened his eyes again, he was on the ground. Quickly, he untied himself. The big bird flew away. Sinbad looked around. He was at the bottom of a deep valley with steep mountains on all sides. Atop the mountains were some very large eagles' nests. The really amazing thing about the valley, though, was the fact that its floor was covered with diamonds. Little diamonds, big diamonds, enormous diamonds. Some merchants on the mountaintops were trying to get them. They threw down pieces of meat, hoping the diamonds would stick to it, and that the eagles would carry it up to their nests. Sinbad noticed this. It gave him an idea. First, he collected the largest diamonds he could find and put them in his pack. Then, he fastened a big piece of meat to his back and lay down on the ground. No sooner had he done this than an eagle swooped down, picked up Sinbad, and flew to his nest on the top of the mountain. The merchants drove the eagle away, but were very surprised to find Sinbad in the nest. They were even a little angry at Sinbad, until they saw the diamonds he had brought with him. Sinbad shared some of the jewels with them. In return, the merchants helped him get home again. Even after giving presents to the poor, Sinbad had enough wealth left to live in very splendid fashion. He vowed he was through travelling, as of course he was, until his next voyage, that is.
Alright, that was the Voyages of Sinbad the Sailor. I thought that was a really nice story. So I think it's a really good story. Like I said, I have a bunch of these books with records, so I might do a collection video on those, and I might showcase some more of the books and records that I have in my collection. So let me know in the comments what you think of this particular book and record in the comments, and like I said, I'll do a collection video and show some more of these in the near future. So thank you folks for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then like, comment, and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, Joshua Cooks HRNR, YouTube's new alternative, and follow me on my variety channel on Dailymotion, because Dailymotion needs the views just as much as YouTube does. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. This is Joshua Cook signing off, and I am out.